What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. One thing I like about people like OJ Simpson and some of these other guys is that they stay consistent in what they like, even if it means that they got their ass in a lot of trouble. OJ passed away chasing that white box, right? He died probably on it with his own mind. Once he got done with sisters, he was all white women until the last day. And Rachel and Lindsay is like that too. You know, I remember so many of y'all were really bigging her up and girl, that's good. You got you a white man. And Brian Abasolo, by the way, Brian Abasolo is a chiropractor, so he's not a bum, but he just doesn't make what she makes. And y'all was bigging it up the same way y'all big it up with Serena Williams, and y'all was bigging it up with any other black woman that gets a white man. Congratulations. Now, what y'all don't want to talk about is when it all hits the fan and y'all over there not saying nothing. Now, Rachel Lindsay got divorced. The man filed for divorce. Then after white Zaddy divorced her, he then asked her for alimony. Asked her for alimony. She's paying the guy like $14,000 a month. The guy didn't want to move out of her house. And you already know he was out there probably clapping somebody else up, somebody who was white with her money. And I always tell a lot of the black men out there that the same things is happening to a lot of brothers is happening to some of these sisters. The only thing is that you're getting this work from your preference. So your preference, shout out to Cynthia G, because you always talk about that, Cynthia. Your preference is out here making y'all pay. So the white man that y'all wanted, who y'all choose, is making y'all pay child support to be with them. This did not deter Rachel. She is now out with another white man. This is them at the US Open. They were holding hands, watching movies, see them together. They're so happy together. Another white guy, her holding hands. And unfortunately, do you know what I believe is occurring? Here is another situation where this man is making less money than her. And a lot of ladies don't want to talk about this new trend that's happening. And she's not a bad looking lady at all. She's a good looking lady in my honest opinion. And the thing is, a lot of these ladies are paying for guys. Rachel Lindsay is an attorney. Rachel Lindsay is a podcaster. And you know, Rachel Lindsay is in her late 30s now, okay? And let me just say this, she's not a bad looking lady. But if you drop her in Atlanta, you drop her in Dallas, you drop her in New York City, for the white man or the black man that's out there that she would have an opportunity with, I'm going to tell you it's going to be difficult for her. This is not to say that she's bad looking. She's not, but it's going to be hard for her to get on. She's out here with a white guy. And I'm telling you, if that is her preference, and if a white man is really, almost any man right now, very few of those men are just single that have money, that have influence. He might have some money, but let me just say this. I wouldn't be surprised if she was paying the bills. Paying the bills. She can seem happy all as you want, but not only is she paying for this guy, she's paying for the other guy. And this is the cost of doing business when you are not the woman that the men that you desire want. That's what happens. When you are not the woman that a guy desires, that you want to be with, get ready to pay. Okay? Or what happens is you get to deal with the dusty dudes and you get to get booty clapped up by guys who have nothing. I know, I have a saying, going from number one to one of many. I know ladies who had good boyfriends, getting ready to get engaged, have it all. They get lucky and get a successful man, lose the guy. They might not want to pretend that it don't hurt them. And then what they go back to is to the streets. They go back to being one of many. And they find out that none of those dudes out there are seriously trying to be with them like that. And all they do is they just become in the streets and getting clapped up every year, getting, you know, more clapped. The years go by, values going down because you're getting clapped. And the more broke dudes you get clapped by, the more guys you get, the clout chasing dudes. And you know, I'm in the industry, so when you keep getting your cheeks clapped continuously by broke dudes, everybody like talks about it, so people know. So nobody wants to take you that serious. And so when they don't take you serious, guys who got something, they're not even worried about you. You become a permanent side fixture. And Rachel Lindsay at 39, if you're gonna want some love and you want that love to be a certain color, and if that guy already has opportunities and you're trying to, you know, get out there, and maybe she does or does not, hey, listen, you may have to pay. Women are paying. A lot of black women are paying to be with different races of guys that have it. You know, I showed you guys this clip. I won't play it now. There's a black dude was saying, hey, it's so many black women that are coming in the game into restaurants. 80% of them are paying white men. So my question is, if you're going to be dating these white guys and you have to pay them, what's the reason? Because a white man is supposed to be able to take care of you, take care of your family, do all of these things, right? Well, why are you paying the white guys? It's all an attitude thing, okay? The reality is this: a man is not going to pay for a woman with the wrong attitude. He can do so if she's extremely beautiful and extremely young, for the most part. Look at Amber Rose. Amber Rose had a terrible attitude 15, 16, 17 years ago. Awful. But Amber Rose was extremely young and extremely beautiful. Exceptional. So a lot of guys that have money, like, look, I could put up with that. The problem is that Amber Rose, still exceptionally beautiful now, is not Amber Rose of 2003 or 2004, 2005. Now you have new chicks on the block that are most likely cheaper to deal with, that don't have kids and all of that. So if a dude says, listen, man, I want to, you know, deal with somebody who's fine. Well, okay, let me deal with somebody who is like 24, 23, and that's not Amber Rose, and I can put up with that, versus dealing with Amber Rose, who's been there and done that, and who wants everything. And no, been married, you know, 2-3 times, you know, got 2 different kids, 3 kids. I'm cool. So if Amber Rose want to get back into those dudes that got money, Amber Rose got to give them a reason to do that. And a lot of times it's not based on just who you are. You have to pay. Lonnie Love is with this guy, James Welsh. James Welsh is a guy who makes less money than her. What do you think that he would be dealing with her if she didn't have money? If she couldn't help him? Hell no, she wouldn't deal with him. Okay? If he didn't have money, he would not deal with her. Period. It just wouldn't happen. He's taking care of her. All right? And so much is always said about how much white men take care of women, how much white men provide and all that stuff. But we don't talk about how many non-black men are broke. You think that those guys don't want to use women for money too? It's a lot of men that want to use women for money. It ain't just black men that do that. And if you're not going to be the kind of woman a man wants, just get ready to play, okay? All that money you got, you need to be able to pay for that. So of course you'll be able to boss them around and, you know, say whatever you need him to do. That's fine. Just get ready to, as long as you're willing to pay. Just pay. And when you're paying, don't say anything about it. Just be quiet, you know, just pay. And we all know why you're paying, because you have to. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.